Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, contact me through the email I put in the description box, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Sagittarius, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together with the cards as usual for extra messages or confirmations. And so your energy here for this time period feels very bubbly but very restless. So I feel like there's something coming to the surface here that it's agitating you. You're like restless for something, yearning for something, after something, impatiently waiting for a response or a result out of a situation. So you're a little impatient, yeah. And I feel like this restlessness has a lot to deal with you wanting to figure a situation out, but needing to wait for a response, or needing to wait for something outside of your control. So there's again that feeling of you not being 100% in control of how something goes, and that is causing you some stress or some feeling of annoyance here. And at times I feel like some of you could be so stressed about something that you could be looking for ways to ease upon the stress or relax or unwind more than usual, which could lead to addictive tendencies or relapsing into addictions. Be aware of stress leading you to a path that's very addictive, especially if you already have been struggling with that and overcame, or you have been more balanced in, the way you use some sort of addictions or addictive things. I see you in danger of relapsing, or in danger of just turning yourself a lot to this kind of dangerous, escapism tendencies or escapism mechanisms, because it's a snowball effect that I'm feeling here, where you're just going to get a high and then a crashing and then a high and then a crashing. So a very up and down flow, and you're not regulating your nervous system appropriately, you're not regulating anything, and you're not dealing with the actual situation that is bringing up the stress in the most healthy way. So there's something here about you finding healthier ways to relax or to unwind again when you're very stressed out, or learning more about mindfulness, about being present in the moment, being okay in the moment, learning more about techniques that can ground you in moments of stress or fear. Some of you, there's also here this thing about fear. It's the fear driving you a lot, like you fearing the worst scenarios, or you fearing that things are going to go, really badly, while you're having to wait for whatever that is. And so it's like fear taking over, right? And you not responding to that negative interference it's because I feel like for some of you Sagittarius, you're actually buying into a story that you're telling yourself, or someone is telling you as well, that you shouldn't be. Be aware of, you're highly sensitive to negative suggestions or negative content during this time. So be aware of what kind of content you consume. Negative music lyrics, negative, social media activity or news, over-consuming, news, over-consuming negative messages of any kind, or doomsday kind of narratives, or just bad stuff that you don't want to even think about, because you're highly suggestible and impressionable during this time, even if you don't know that. And so there's something you could take as truth, or you could take as evidence, or you could take as fact that might not be. For those of you dealing with health concerns, or you could start to feel like very nervous around, or very health conscious, but in a negative way, where you can suffer from hypochondria, where you just start to feel sick all the time, or you think that you have this type of life-threatening condition or disease without a diagnosis, right? So be really aware of, again, the narratives, the stories you buy into. In other ways, I also feel like you could be taking that to other people, where you're very paranoid, or just you don't trust other people. You're hyper vigilant around people or relationships as well. And for those of you that need to work with a lot of people around you, that can get messy. You can have anxiety triggered, even panic attacks triggered, because of, again, the hypervigilance you feel around other people. Deep down, for many of you Sagittarius, you're feeling unsafe. You're not feeling safe. So this is why I see here that there needs to be more of a reflection and anchoring into what's really causing that disharmony, what's really causing that feeling of you not being safe. I feel like there's a lot to it that has to deal with lack of control over something. So because you're in a situation or in a moment where something is not exactly under your control, as maybe it used to be, or you would like it to be, that's causing you a lot of fear. And it feels like something big for you, like something you really, really, really want to control, because it means a lot to you. Some of you that have businesses, or some of you that have big, things that you need to trust other people, to delegate to other people, right? To be sustainable. You could also be like having a hard time trusting others to take care of your business, or to take care of your babies per se, the way that you would, but you can't be everywhere, right? Or others of you, you're wanting to start your business, or you're wanting to start a big project, but you have to wait for something, again, for something to give you the okay, for something to be given to you. It could be an actual permit of sorts, or an actual document, or a green light to the selling of a situation, or you're waiting for a loan, or you're waiting for an amount of money. Again, all of this waiting is really nerve-wracking for many of you. Others of you, I see like there's something around exercising that could be a good way to unwind and relax and take out of your system a lot of that anxiety. But I feel like for some of you, you could get so in deep and intense into working out to, again, escape this energy, that you could hurt yourself or injure yourself, and then also that ends up not being like a possibility for this time. Be aware of anything you're overdoing. So even extreme intense working out, extreme drinking or binge eating, or going out, partying, being too much hours in the internet, or not leaving your home, or anything you're doing in excess will have an effect on you quite a lot during this time, because the purpose of this energy is to find a middle ground here, is to find a more of a balanced, mindful approach where you're consciously working with your senses, and also the mind-body connection is a big deal. So anything you can learn, anything you can implement or integrate in your routines that would bring that conscious, relationship with mind and body would be very helpful. Yeah, Judgment, Justice, Queen of Cups. So definitely with the Judgment and the Justice, there's again that intensity and that feeling of you needing to wait for something, for a process to unfold. Some of you are actually waiting for a decision to be made, wondering if it's going to be in your favor or not. Some of you could be waiting to know if you're going to be admitted into, a job position, or you're going to receive something you're owed, or that it's fair and it belongs to you, but there could be like fighting in the justice system, or fighting in courts taking place. Or you're fighting with, again, a system, right? That's outside of you. And sometimes it's not always the systems are fair, or they play fair. I also feel like for some of you, you are like wanting to just perhaps use money or use, acquaintances or seats of power, seats of influence to get something going. Be aware of, like, for example, doing anything out of the law or questionable, because I feel like if you try to do something out of justice, out of what's right, out of what's ideal under a specific situation, you can get caught, or you can get, again, results, consequences from that you might not want to deal with. But I also feel like it's a lot to deal with work and finances. You're very stressed out about work and finances here. Some of you could be in a situation where you're dealing with a very busy, chaotic, again, type of job, business, or employment, or situation right now is very hectic with people. You could be dealing with a lot of drama with clients, co-workers, employers, right? Needing to manage, needing to deal with a lot of things. It could be that you will have this need or this requirement to either hire or position someone temporarily here in your place, or doing something that under this influence you're not able to do. It could be that there's someone you will be either someone will be covering for you, substituting you, or you will be covering for them. Some of you Sagittarius are dealing with a burnout, a classic burnout moment, burnout situation. All right. It could be that you're having a hard time accepting that, or taking the necessary time to regulate again. The best thing you can do here is to regulate your energy, which I feel is actually what's out of sync. The rest feels ideal in the sense that, yes, it could take a little time, but I see you getting what you want out of situation. So I don't see an actual damaging situation or a negative response or a negative outcome, but I see you allowing your energy to spiral into that fear. Especially for those of you wanting to receive a good answer concerning work, finances, career, business, goals. I see you getting that. It's just that it's not as fast or immediate. Some of you want immediate stimulation, immediate answers, immediate results, immediate. That's what's shifting here, like the quick thrill or the quick fix or the quick feeling. You have to, there's something here about you needing to be patient and actually find more nurturing or nurturance in things that are appropriate and calming to you. Maybe you got used to a very high speed or like this high frequency of things happening quick all the time, or you have been on just this driving force for a long time, and now when the brakes are put in a situation, you don't know how to cope or respond to that without fear. But I'm seeing the outcomes here are positive. It's just that you need to slow down a bit, or life is asking you to slow down a bit. Justice is also about being more moderate. So as I said in the beginning, moderate with any kind of situation, moderate with bad habits, moderate with good habits as well, moderate with and balanced with work and personal life, mind and body relationship, moderation, middle ground, negotiation, compromise, truth. There could be as well a moment in this time that asks you to be more cooperative with other relationships, to not fear them so much, especially work relationships. Cooperation, negotiation will go really well here for you if you allow power to be extended, because I see with the Nine of Pentacles you're more used to things being on you, And this time is about, again, moderation. So it's also about dividing the weight of responsibility. So you can also enjoy your time or enjoy other things outside of whatever this source of responsibility is. So I hope you have a great time, Sagittarius, during this time. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.